Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy weekend, warrior. Yes. Yes. For my new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Spirit is amazing. Um, so for those of you who just are just now joining me, Weekend Warrior is about pouring back into ourselves, finding, being a warrior for your own energy, calling back your energy from everywhere you have released it all week, doing self maintenance, all right, whether it is for your health, your spiritual health, your physical health, your mental health, all right, pouring back into ourselves because if you're giving everything away, you don't have the energy to grow. We don't have the energy to grow our own dreams. So it's about pouring that love and being still and being, bringing it all back home. All right. So that is Weekend Warrior. So first we're gonna see what Spirit has to say. Has for us today. I did. That was one of the downloads today. Was about being still. So, but then again, like I said, this is Weekend Warrior, and I've been doing it for a while. So Spirit might have just been hitting me with, um, you know, a little push towards letting you all know that. But anyway, that's something about cover your ears. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's see what Spirit has. All right, Spirit, is there anything in this bowl you want to share with the collective today? What do you need us to know? What is the collective energy? What is our guidance? All right, we want guidance. We don't just want to know any old thing. We want the guidance for the weekend. All right, where's our guidance? What do we need to know? Taurus, so something about your something is going to be about physical, material, your money. Okay, I just felt something. Okay, we got a feather, we got an evil eye, and we got a resilient. I mean a diamond. I think I just heard resilience. And so yes, and this feather is you like your angels, guardian angels. This represents spirit, the messengers. Like let's say guardian angels, not necessarily ancestors, but I can put it in there. Just spirit, just spirits. All right. Um, yeah. Turn. Uh-oh. Oh! Because this was kind of stuck to my finger. All right. This is um, like a little man with a ladder. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little man on a ladder. That's my food. All right. So something about the food energy being able to take. Okay, let me start over. So this is about materials, kind of like King of Pentacles, this physical material. All right. This is a message from Spirit. This evil eye tells me that something is protected. All right. This diamond is resilience. Something that is achieved from maybe a hard time. It was hard earned. All right. You're coming back. You're bouncing back. Earlier this week, we did have the message talking about the resurrection. All right. And then we have a fool, which is new beginning. All right. So let's see how Spirit wants to elaborate on that. What you say? Okay. Okay. All right. So they say money manifestation. Hold on. Just checking to see if these cards, because last time I was messing with them, they was okay, those. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you just want me to take those out. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. Yes. So, so it is a full moon. Is it? Or maybe it's. I thought it was tonight. I'm gonna have to look it up. Maybe not. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Next full moon. Oh, 31st. So it's Sunday at 3:45 a.m. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, what is the energy right here on this table? What, what is the energy on this table? All right. Let's go. Research. It says before you make your next move, it's important to do something exploratory research so you know all the possible paths you can take. Okay. All right. Oh wow. Envision. So with this food card, this is what Spirit's saying. All right. So it's something you're getting ready with this new beginning. You may need to learn something about whatever it is, do some research on whatever it is that you're trying to step into. It says envision. Do you know exactly what you want? And are you acting consistently towards achieving it? Maintain a clear vision of what you are calling forth, and you will be unstoppable. Okay? So, you're being asked to research the area that you want to take this leap of faith in at this time. All right? You got retirement at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Retirement. Working hard can be a thing of the past. So, you out there, and we just said, we said about how the Matrix, uses all of our energy to build their selfish conglomerates, all right? And then you don't have the energy to manifest your own dreams, all right? So, um, so perhaps I'm talking to someone who wants to leave that life behind, and Spirit says, do some research, all right? Um, so you can know all the possible things that's available, all the possible opportunities that's available to you, okay? All right. To help this vision, the life you envision, to become your reality. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Is there anything else, Spirit? Retreat came in reverse. That means Spirit saying, do not retreat, do not stop, keep going forward, keep moving, pushing forward. All right. It says sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and a fresh perspective. Oh, wait a minute. Now, what's on about? Oh, and we got impatience. All right. So, I see this two different ways. With this food card. With this food. and with impatience, you could be tempted to stop, you know. Um, and here's the thing. Again, this is the energy on the planet. This is just not your energy. Everybody is experiencing some level of this energy, okay? Please know that. All right. So, um, if you're not seeing your manifestations at this time, um, what they say. Sometimes setback is just about. Oh, I just heard. The Spirit said, make sure you're being adaptable at this time, because this path is just not a straight and narrow. It's gonna have some twists and turns. Let Spirit continue to guide you towards the thing that you have in your heart, all right? But just make sure you're clear about what it is you want in your heart. And when Spirit tell you to uh nudges you to do a little research so you can keep expanding on your path, then do that. All right? There's going to be things that Spirit throw your way for you to keep expanding on your path. All right? All right. Um it's not it doesn't mean retreat and stop doing the work. It doesn't mean that something is not for you. All right? You can't be impatient right now. All right? All right. It says it takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. All right? So, something longevity cannot be rushed. All right? All right. So, do not give up. Do not give in. All right? All right. I'm going to leave that right there. And let's see if there's anything else you would like to share with us, Spirit. I always like to use these because, like I said, these are so broad. I'll take a few of these and we'll go into the sacred self-care. There we go. Didn't I just talk about the resurrection energy? Yes. That's that resilience up there. That diamond came out a couple times. All right. Look, quiet moments. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. All right. What was this? Look, y'all, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn this around. I feel like, and then I do have a fan on, but I feel like there's the energy that's out there, because again, it's a dance with duality. It's always a dance. For every positive, there is a negative, with equal, because that's balance. We can't everything can't be all light light and rainbows. You got to have the rain and the storm sometimes too. Okay, because that creates the change. All right, that maintains balance. All right, so uh, so as Spirit, because now it came out, quiet moments. Spirit wants us to retreat, all right, and take a break and assess and freshen up your perspective. Get clear about what it is that you are seeking, or you are, it's the area or whatever it is that you're trying to have this new beginning in. All right. Yes, I kind of felt that in the beginning, but I just went with it. So it is the energy that's out there. There is an energy that's out there that wants you to not really retreat, but to not go within, all right, and find the answers that you need, all right, all right, and that energy wants you to be impatient, wants you to think that, you know, and again, I have to say, it depends on how big of a blessing or how big of a miracle Spirit is trying to land in your life. Some things, you know, some things take a little bit more time. And it depends on, like I say, how big of a manifestation that you got coming towards you. You might only see things happening in small increments where somebody else get the big whatever it is. You know, everybody require different things. So just because somebody else getting blessed with something don't mean yours is not happening. Yours could be happening in a very hidden way where yours is happening. Your blessings are happening internally. You know, with further aligning your frequency. Like everything has to be put in the right cosmic order. All right. So as it's coming together, and as it's come, you know, it may take a little time for it to come together. All right. So, and then with the Spirit telling you to go within and make sure you clear, don't be wavering. So this is what I hear. I just heard settling. So you like, okay, so maybe you've been manifesting something, and because you don't really see it coming into fruition, you kind of settling like, but okay, let's like for example, I want $1 million business, but because you don't see how it could happen, you're saying, but I settle for, you know, $100,000 business. You know, I mean, you know, I know that sounds ridiculous as far as, you know, just the contrast of how much the difference of the money. But what I'm saying is, you can't get deterred from that dream or that desire you have, all right, because you don't see it coming in, you know, you see it materializing right away. It's depending on how big the blessing is or how big the miracle is. Some things will take a little bit more time, all right. The Spirit wants you to get in and be clear about what it is you want. You can't be going rocking back and forth. You know, do you want the big thing or not? Do you want the big dream? Do you want what's in your heart or not? Or are you gonna settle for what the world, you know, say? Oh, but you know, you can't have that though. You can't go with that. So you need to go within and make sure you're clear. All right. When you having moments of look, and resurrection is on the bottom of the deck, y'all. All right, this is your comeback. The power is in your hand. You know, we're resurrecting. We're resurrecting. First of all, ancient knowledge about the self, ancient knowledge about what is, ancient knowledge about our relationship and how the universe works. Okay, all that stuff been hidden, and because we're resurrecting all that information, that's putting the power back in our hands. All right, that gives you the magician's wand. All right, all right. So this resurrection, and I read it to you earlier this week. It says, shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself, and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. That's what I'm saying. You have the magician's wand now. All right. All right. And fulfill the promise that you made. You have the wand so you can fulfill the promise you have made with yourself, for yourself. All right. All right. Come on now, Spirit. I just cut the deck on enjoy the journey. It's time to enjoy the journey. You're a dream weaver. Come on, Spirit. You're a dream weaver in an ocean of possibilities. All right. Take the flame of courage and move on. Let's get it. Take the flame of courage and move on. Let's move forward. We got this. Take we the flame of courage. All right. That's your wine. All right. And take this fool's journey. Okay. And on the bottom of that, I said something about duality. You know, at, as we're on, we got to keep our balance amongst this, doing this chaos. Leaving our old world, or leaving our old self, or leaving our old perspective. Remember I was talking about that transition. There's a friction in that transition. All right, so that's chaos. So it says duality dance, seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. So that's why spirits say go within. I think that was the message yesterday as well. Uh, Maintaining your peace. All right, hold on to what's true in your heart, and block out everything else that don't matter. All right. Now, fulfill this promise to yourself. All right, all right. That was the whole purpose you got on this. You took this leap of faith. All right, you were trying to fulfill a promise you made to yourself. All right, come on, spirit. Thank you. All right, so weekend warriors. All right, so I'm gonna do a self-care. All right, this is the message. Oh, this is a message from the angels and ancestors. Let me see if they have anything else they want to share. Take one from the angels and ancestors card. For that. Yeah, this is a message from the angels and ancestors about your abundance, about your stability, about your material gain. All right, with that Taurus right there. All right. Yes. Take the bull by the horn. Wrestle that motherfucker down. Yes. Take the bull by the horn. Yes. You are protected. Your resilience is your strength. Take this fool's journey. All right. Okay. It says, we got 3. Heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. All right. So, this is really an act of love and compassion for yourself. All right. Because one of our earlier teachings this spring was about when you love yourself and you have compassion for yourself, that's extended into the world. So I see this card as a 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take. All right, because you've shedded the old skin, and it says, Sky Father, trust in the unknown. All right. This is what the ancestors, and I'm saying ancestors, speaking of all the beings, all the spirits, all right, that have been here prior to us. They want us to trust it. And look, it says, seek from a higher perspective. On this card here, and this is an eagle. There's an eagle on this card. There's also an eagle on this card. And then you got the feather. So these are our ancestors. So right now, it could be an eagle totem. Might have an eagle totem right now to keep seeing. Use the spirit or the medicine of the eagle. You might want to look that up. Look up eagle medicine. All right, and draw from its characteristic, or incorporate its characteristic as medicine right now at this time, so you can keep your perspective. Raise your perspective Not just looking at what's happening in front of you, but rise above it and know that this too shall pass, number one. But number two is that these things, knowing that this all this is happening because you chose yourself, and you set out to fulfill a promise to yourself. All right, that way you can keep on manifesting, because again, this is your resurrection. Now that you are on with the truth, the knowledge, and the power. All right, you the magician in your own life. Make this shit happen now. It's time to make. Look, I just saw Be Still again. All right, this is very important this weekend. Be, I just heard, be still and know that I am God. And I ain't talking about somebody on the cloud, far away, never land. We are created we are creator gods. We have the power to bind, we have the power to loose. All right, and right now you being asked to use that power. All right, use your power and create, to bind the things that no longer serve you, and loose what is in your heart. All right, set your soul free. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now. All right, so let's get a self-care. Spirit, is there anything you want to share with us? Something we can do to what? Something we can do to maintain our manifestation power, have more confidence in what it is that we're doing, pour back into ourselves. What do you have for us this weekend? Do you have any suggestions that we can do to continue to grow stronger in this new truth? Uh-oh, I just saw something. Saw intuition. There was a couple other things. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Hold on, y'all. Got a little mess. Wow. Y'all not gonna believe this. Okay. I'm put this down. Look. Intuition came out. These cards came out. Intuition, hydrate. Alright. Connect with your ancestors and plan a vacation. Alright. So, you need a lot. Okay, I just heard somebody out there, somebody in the collective, is about to take a vacation somewhere where your ancestors originate, or something like that. Or your ancestors are they're kind of like nudging you to take a vacation, maybe towards some water. All right, and that's for somebody. But the other thing is, when drink a lot of water, and I'm guilty of this. I need to drink more water. It's just that I just get so tired every time I'm doing something. I have to stop and go use the bathroom all the time. I'm finna fool around, give me some Depends, and be like the astronauts. Y'all remember? And this came up in the conversation I had with my sister earlier this week about that astronaut that drove all the way to Texas with a pamp on because she was trying to confront somebody else's her lover, because she was married, but her lover's girlfriend. Anyway, about to give me some pampers so I can just keep it pushing. Because I get tired of using the bathroom all day. But anyway, drink more water. Your water is a receptor. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm saying this is for somebody who's still having problems connecting with their ancestors. All right? Drink more water. Water is a receptor. All right? Ancestors, the spirit world is something about the water. They connect to you through the water. Or you know how even the water is reflective. You can see your reflection in water. It's something about that. Something about hydrating yourself so your intuition can be stronger and you can connect with your ancestors. Okay, so focus on that this weekend. All right, all right, and plan a vacation. Um, Planning a vacation. It could be a staycation. All right. And I knew this card was gonna come out today. You can do a staycation because I'm on staycation right now. But um, like I said, there's somebody whose ancestors is uh, nudging them to go somewhere. All right, I'm gonna straighten this out. But for those of you, for others of you, how you can, they're saying, you know, drink more water. All right. And again, I said this was an ancestor angel message. And here you go. They done came out. Connect with your ancestors. They done came out now. All right. All right. Well, this is all I have for you today. I hope this helps someone. All right. Let me see. I know I done went over 35 minutes. Oh, 31. It's 31:31. 31:31. That might be significant to for somebody. 3 is creation. 1 is the individual. All right. So you have the power to create whatever it is you want in your life. Whatever it is in your heart. 3 is creation. 1 is the individual, the soul. All right. All right. The I am. All right. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Woo. Wow. And this card just keep on coming out. 0909, new beginnings. Look at this fool up here. Spirit says, come on, get your new beginning now. No, I just heard. Nothing's gonna, nobody's gonna come and save you. Nothing's gonna fall out the sky. You know, what Samuel Jackson say, was it Samuel Jackson? Well, no, I ain't gonna say what he said. But anyway, nothing's gonna fall out the sky for you. You have to align, raise your frequency and align. All right. In order to raise your frequency, you have to change your perspective about what it is that you are going through. All right. See it from a higher perspective. Use the eagle spirit. Look over your shit. Don't be in the shit. Look over it. Fly over it. It's time to fly over it. All right. Everything that happened to you, so you can be better, greater. All right. You just tap into the magic within, the power of love. All right. All right. Let's go, Spirit. Can we have? Oh shit. 0909 1010. First say it's up to you. Look, I said it was 31, right? Bottom of the deck, 1331. Good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality. All right, independence. All right. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are tools that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on the way. Everything will work out in your favor. Come on, Spirit. Never fail. Spirit, never fail. Never miss. All right? Okay. So, this is about your new beginning. Okay, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment. We have flame of courage down here. Endings, conclusions, big love. 1010 is up to you. Moderation, patience. You gotta. I know this is impatience, but this is Spirit saying, if you look If you rise above your situation, you let that impatience go. All right. Flow, clarity, joy, movement, self realization, taking action, unconditional love. It is time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, resources. Eventually, you would experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. This is what the ancestors are asking us to do at this time. All right. All right. All right. That's a great weekend warrior. All right. Well, this is all I have for you today. I hope this helps someone out there. Thank you, new subscribers. Um, yeah, this is lovely. I appreciate it. I appreciate this that spirit came through with this good food. All right. So, yeah, it's up to you. The power is in your hand. All right. Now, until next time, have a safe, wonderful weekend. All right.